Looks like I got 2 viewers. So in the description down below there, I put the link if you want to join the Hangout. I don't know how many people it'll let us have on here at once. So I figured if you want to join the Hangout, click that link and come online. I'm going to turn my video on. Yeah. I like gardening. I like guns. I like tools. Don't like sports. If anybody has any questions for me, post them in the chat. Nope. Rift Security 01, hello from the UK. So what's life like in the UK? I guess where are you at in the UK? UK's pretty big, covers a lot of territory. Timmy had to go get something to eat. He said he was hungry. So I decided to start another one to see if anybody wanted to hang out. Waste some time on a Friday night. Let's talk about anything pretty much. Is anybody else hearing sound? It says it's sending sound. Let me turn the audio on over here. It might loop. It says it's sending sound. Yeah, I'm getting sound back on the stream. I promise I won't ban anybody. I don't ban too many people. There's been just a few. And most of those are obviously like channels that were just created to leave a mean message. And they got like no subscribers or anything. Hi, Wesley. You want to say hi to everybody?
Sure.
There's Wesley. Show him your tooth. His tooth finally fell out today.
How dare you!
He's growing a new one.
Dare you say that to the peeps?
Well,
Yeah.
It's okay. It's normal to lose teeth when you're 9.
Really?
It happens.
Really? Are you serious about that?
I wish you could grow new teeth after you turn 40. Wouldn't that be awesome? It's like God should have just gave us one more chance after we turn 40 to have a new set of teeth.
I'm gonna get something from the snack cabinet if that's okay with you.
That's fine.
You do your video.
I usually, I normally just delete comments if they're too bad, but usually as long as they're not like pornographic or have like a bunch of cuss words in them, I'm usually, people can hate on my videos. That's fine. Everybody has their own opinion. I'll tell you, like, some of the craziest ones I've had, like, I had a couple of video responses up from back in the day when you could still do video responses to Patriot Nurse. The things people say about Patriot Nurse are really disgusting. I finally just had to mark those videos private and take them down. It's crazy. But, and I have one on why you shouldn't have AutoZone diagnose your car. And, man, people get really upset. It was just like I had a friend. It was a van that I had just put heads on like a month before. And the gasket set that we got on eBay had the wrong O-rings for the fuel injectors. But the ones that were in it weren't really bad. So I lubed them up a little bit, cleaned them, put them back in. When I put the injectors back in, reused them. Well, it started running really bad. He didn't know what was wrong. He went to AutoZone. They like ran the check engine thing on it, put out a couple codes, like a bank 2 lean code, a cylinder misfire code. It was a random cylinder misfire, which is real common on those. And because all 6 cylinders on those are in one bank, technically. And they gave him this list of stuff that he needed to buy, and it was going to be like $300. It could be this or this, and you should replace that. And I'm like, hang on a minute. So I listen, and I hear air getting sucked in somewhere. I'm like, that's the vacuum leak. I got a can of brake clean, sprayed it around. Like, oh, the O-ring on that fuel injector is bad. It's going to cost, like 29 cents for a new one. Of course, I had to tear the upper plenum off and stuff, so we had to get a plenum gasket. But still, it didn't cost much. It was a little labor-intensive to get down to it. But my point was, like, you can't just trust a diagnosis based off of a check engine light. And I got some of the most hateful responses on that video. It's crazy. Every once in a while, I lose my cool, and I start cussing back at them in the comments, too. But, I'm not a super diagnostician as far as cars, but I try to at least use some common sense to try to make a good diagnosis if I can. And I think, a lot of people in that video said, well, AutoZone doesn't claim to do diagnostics, blah, blah, blah. But really, because they have a great big giant sign hanging in the front window of mine that says free diagnostics. So, people think that because you plug in that computer, they know what's wrong. And they're out there replacing plugs and wires, which are hardly ever the problem, right? Anybody have any questions for me? All 2 viewers? Anybody want to hang out in the live chat? You don't have to have a webcam. You can just do audio only. Can't get the viewers that other people get. Like Justin Dow gets a pretty good following these days on World of Mopar. And like Eric O, man, he'll come on just to do like a quick test live chat, and he'll have like 1,000 people watching. It's insane. Tons and tons of people. So what would you rather hear about? Guns, canning, gardening, or tools? I like, well, I appreciate that. I like Timmy a lot, and I like his channel, and I like what he does. I mean, the way he's banning people and stuff, I don't, it's his channel. He's going to have to run it the way he does. It's like one of the commenters, it was on the guy with the old Mustang. I forget. He got the older yellow Mustang, Mustang Mach 1 or something like that. There was a commenter on there that said, it's not my monkey, not my circus. I'm trying to stay out of that as much as possible. But hopefully that eventually it'll work out. I worry because Timmy gets really, I think, upset and takes a lot of comments and stuff very personal. And that'll burn you out quick on YouTube. You got to be able to let stuff go. You will just hit a point one day where you're like, I'm done with it. But anybody want to talk about anything? Ask any questions? How about that Trump? We should get some talking going on. Nothing like politics to get people to talk. I don't even hardly ever watch the news or turn on the radio anymore. I really try to just avoid the whole mess. Well, hi, Mouse Toes. How's it going? Yeah. I have to say, I didn't vote for Trump, and I didn't vote for Hillary either. I voted for Gary Johnson because I'm a libertarian. But yeah, I've tried vaping before. I don't like it. Um, I have to say that I'm not completely unhappy with what Trump's done, but there are some things that concern me. I hear Trump say a lot, well, people shouldn't be allowed to do that. That's scary from a perspective of me who values freedom, and freedom means that sometimes people have to be allowed to make the wrong choice. That is true. We do prep so that we're ready. We're ready for anything in general, right? Like, I'm not an end of the world prepper. I really don't think the apocalypse is coming. I think the most likely thing that's going to happen tomorrow is what's been happening for all the days previous to my life. But there are very real threats that could happen. And I don't think there's zombies coming. But, there's been a Great Depression in this country. There's been economic collapse. There has been food shortages. When we had the great dust storms and stuff there just before, well, it was just after the Great Depression started, kind of, or just right in that same time frame until right before, I think, right before World War II started. There's been significant problems like that before, and we are so reliant on infrastructure to bring the hot pockets to the grocery store. And learn how to grow your own food and stuff like that's become a lost art. Trucker strikes, yeah, that's another good point. I remember when I was a kid back in the 80s, there was a huge trucker strike going on. And I remember everybody's dad was getting laid off from their job back then, too. It was like, just about 90% of my elementary school class that year, their dads were laid off. Well, you can not smoke in your own room, David, but I'm smoking here. So how are you doing, David? I haven't seen you in a while. I seen you released a video on something the other day. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, though. Hey, Keith, how's it going? I'm good looking. All right. Thanks, Pumpkin. Well, that's my very first ever super chat. Thank you. I didn't even know I had that turned on. For more propane. Yeah, you can't have too much propane. I do like to keep some propane around. What is the average CPM for absence? I honestly don't even know what a CPM is. Like, there's all that weird stuff in AdSense, and I don't really know what any of it means. And I figured out how to write some kind of custom report that tells me what I'm making right now because it always says 0. And that's about all I know how to do in AdSense. But I had my best month ever, ever of all time, last month, which the payment came through this month. So I'm pretty happy with that. But that means I beat my next best month by $20. It's not, we're not talking about a bunch of money. It's just a little bit of money. When I did Doomsday Preppers, I was 415 pounds a day. I'm 258. That is awesome, Dave. I am really happy for you. I am trying to lose weight. I am down. When I went to my cardiologist about, 2-3 weeks ago, I'm down 27 pounds from when I saw him 3 months ago. So I'm happy about that. I'll take it. My man boobs are getting smaller. One click per 1K, or click per K. Oh, is that what that is? The CPU? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm at the point where I could pay my cell phone and my gas bill every month with my YouTube money. I'm happy with that. And I'm not really, I mean, until I had like 2,500 subs, I don't even think I advertised on YouTube at all. I didn't do any monetization. Yeah, the keto diet's not bad. I don't know that I'm that far from the keto diet right now for most of the stuff I'm eating, except for the green fizzy pop. But I've been trying to cut back on that because I'm trying to cut back on the caffeine. On the weekends, I go a little crazy with it, though. But I sleep so much better if I don't have it in the evenings. The caffeine really has started to affect me and keep me awake. Yeah, it's like when YouTube started like taking down all the ads and having the problems that everybody was complaining about. I decided to really try to go all in and make some new content as much as I could. I had time to. And so I've got a couple of videos that really have taken off. One was how to revive the Ryobi lithium batteries when they die, and one was on how to sharpen the blades on my riding mower. Those videos are doing awesome. They have a lot of watch time on them. Well, low carb, high fat, I've done it before. In fact, when I first found out I was diabetic, I did that a lot. The problem is I had a gallbladder that blew up, and I got severe pancreatitis. And I was in intensive care for over a week. And since then, I just can't eat that much fat, or the pancreatitis will come back. And that's pain. It hurts bad. If I eat more than a couple pieces of bacon or drink more than one beer, I have to take the next day off work, and I'm laying around in pain. So what I've been doing is a lot of vegetables. I actually don't eat a ton of meat anymore. And it's interesting that I could have, like some sausage and egg and a low carb muffin for breakfast, and I will be hungry again in a couple hours. But I can slice up a squash with broccoli, some cauliflower, some carrots, stir fry that with a little garlic, and I'll be good till 3 o'clock in the afternoon out and working in the garden and doing yard work and not even be hungry again. It's amazing how vegetable carbs keep you going for a long, long period of time. And they don't bring my sugar up, right? The glycemic impact from them is very low. I can actually not even have to take my base dose of fast-acting insulin, nor not all of it. I should say I take some of it, but I don't have to take that full dose, let alone add any to it for the carbs when I do vegetables. Yeah, I'm not. Hey, it's Eric O. How's it going, Eric? Oh, I'm honored. Like I have Keith and SMA and Dave Sardi like all in my Hangout. Ford truck guy, that's cool. Kind of doing like a ask me anything. If anybody wants to join in on the Hangout action, the link's in the description down there. Just click on it and do the thing. That's cool. I love your channel, Eric. I really do. I've learned so much from you, and not the least of which is if I don't know what's wrong, instead of just swapping out parts and hoping for the best, is to try to do some learning and some research and try to pull up a wiring diagram and see if I can make a more confirmed diagnosis. And, it's always a learning process when something goes wrong, but yeah, I really have enjoyed your channel. I've been watching you since you were Dr. O. So I think when I first joined your channel, you had like 4,000 subs. Yeah, you're not on YouTube enough anymore, Dave. You should do some more videos. I know you got mad at YouTube there a while back because they didn't like anything you were talking about, but I miss your videos. It's still Dr. House. Yeah. Yeah, I just kind of started this to talk about anything people want to talk about guns. If you want me to get my guns out and show them to you, I can. Oh, wow. That's awesome, Eric. Thank you very much. That's awesome. That's my second ever super chat. I do smoke a lot when I talk on live chats. I don't smoke this much all the time. But live chats and playing board games are probably my weakness. When I get to talking, I smoke. It's awesome. So, anybody? Here, just something to talk about. I'll be right back. Anybody else got an AK-47? I love guns. This is Polytech pre-ban. It's kind of, I don't know if it's the Rolls Royce AK-47s, but it's one that's highly sought after. So like the modern AKs that you can buy all have to be chopped up before they can be imported into the country and then built on an American receiver with a certain number of American parts. So this one was from, I'll say like 1988, which is right before the ban went into effect. They only made these for 2 years. They were built for the civilian market. So they have a heavier barrel. It is built to be a match grade rifle. And it's got a really nice double hook trigger. It's just a beautiful gun to shoot. Really accurate. Much more accurate than my AR-15. It's got the tri-spike bayonet. This is commonly called the poly spiker from collectors that collect them. But this was the flamethrower is nice. But this was actually my father-in-law's, and he kept it under the bed, and it looked like he'd only shot a few rounds through it because there was 3 empty casings with it. But yeah, it's got the chrome-lined magazines and everything. We love taking this gun out and shooting it at the range. How much for it, Dave? Like, am I selling it? Yeah, I wouldn't sell this because it was my father-in-law's. It's something I'll keep and cherish forever. Last time I actually saw one at a gun show for sale, they were asking $3,100 for one of these spikers. If you get a Legend, they'll go $5,000–6,000. So there's a lot of people out there that are collecting the Polytechs. Although the blondes go for a little bit more with the lighter furniture. This has the darker furniture on it, but it's in really nice shape. I probably shot a few thousand rounds through it. I try to keep it clean. Yeah, the flamethrower is nice, but you can't reach out and touch somebody at 100 yards, unfortunately. I do love shooting this gun, man. I can throw the little orange clays out at 100 yards and just pick them off all day long. And 7.62 by 39 is pretty cheap ammo. Although you can get the Wolf and the 5.5 or 2.23. I just find that Wolf ammo and the 2.23 is not as accurate. As if I shoot like some PMC 5.56, I can really get on target with that little AR-15. I have a purple and pink AR-15 actually. I remember when SKSs were $89. In fact, I don't know if it was a national thing or not, but in Ohio anyway at the time, me and my friend went to a gun show together. I decided that I wanted my first ever handgun. I was young. I think I was like 20. And no, I had to just turn 21 because that was the legal age to buy a handgun. And so he decided to get an SKS, and I want to say it was $79. And he walked out with it that day. I bought a Lorison 22. It was a huge mistake, but it was what I could afford at the time. And I had to like wait and come back at the next gun show because there was like this waiting period thing. You know, it's like I wanted to get a crappy 22 that jams, and I have to wait. And you can walk out with an SKS and a box of ammo today. You know, I should have bought the SKS. I have an SKS too. It's downstairs. I have a Chinese one that was also my father-in-law's, and it's weird because it doesn't have any import marks on it, like from the Renko or anybody. I looked up one time like the factory that it was made at in China. So I don't know exactly how it got in the country. It might have been before there was a big band. Hey, Justin Dow's on here. What's going on? And as more and more people join, as anybody wants to get on the Hangout, the link is down below. You can join in. And we can talk guns and tools and canning, gardening. I'm surprised all these people are even coming to my channel. I had no idea you guys even watched my channel that much. It's honored. Oh, how Happy Gardener's here. How's it going? So, yeah, as more people arrive again, just the link's down below. If you want to join in on the chat, you can follow that, and we can talk together to everybody. Yeah, so that I don't know if the car guys on here saw where I shot from the hip on that wheel speed sensor on the Buick, and I put a hub in it. And that's because I've seen several GMs with that same sensor circuit malfunction error, and they all ended up needing a hub. It was the sensor. Shot from the hip, I put the hub on that. It came back. It was a broken wire. Yeah. So it's okay. Since it was my mom, I think she's going to forgive me. So. Oh, somebody else is on here. Who else is on? Say hello. I don't know. I saw somebody else on. I think they might be muted. All right, so that would probably be a troll. So I can go ahead and eject them. Sweet, I'm finally getting some trolls. That's how I know I'm starting to make it on YouTube, right? When you finally get some trolls. How many people are watching? I can't talk to him. Oh man, I don't know what to say. I like Timmy's channel. I like talking to Timmy. I like him and Sylvia a lot. I just don't want to get involved in that. Well, thank you for truck guy. That is awesome. We appreciate that you are your own man and don't let the opinions of certain individuals influence your judgment and dealings with the rest of us. You are outstanding on Astro's live stream. Well, I tried to, I was trying to stay as neutral as I could. I personally do see the advantage of a bidirectional scan tool, and I still want one. But I can even see the advantage of it for a DIYer like me. I work on cars because I like to. It's not because I need to make the money doing it, really, although making extra money is nice. But I generally just work on my own cars, and I try to help out friends and family. Stuff like that. Do what I can with the tools that I have. You know, I got that Altel 619, It's okay. It's got some quirks. There's certain things it won't read. It won't read airbag codes on a Subaru before 2004. Yeah, I did. Oh, how happy Gardener's brakes. Did you get that motor put in the Buick yet? Did they get that done yet? I was wishing I had more time to help you because I put a couple of motors in my Buick LeSabre, and they're not hard ones to do. And if I had more time and stuff, I would have been happy to have you bring that over. We could have done it. In fact, as far as motors go, that's a really easy one to get out. And I think when I did the one in my Buick the second time, it was about 4.5 hours. That was having the engine sitting there from the junkyard, having mine out, swapping parts, putting the other one in. And I did have the help with a friend as well. So, for a beer, I got a beer somewhere, I think. Let me see. I'll check the fridge. There's one beer in the fridge. It may have been in there for a couple of years. I'll have a beer. This is normally for killing slugs in the garden. Whereas the best part about that is you only need that much beer to kill a slug, and you get to drink the rest. Can't drink much because I don't have my gallbladder, and I've had severe pancreatitis in the past, and I'll get it again if I drink too much. Next time we blow it up, we'll bring it over. That's one thing about 3.8s is Series 2s. The bottom ends are weak. But I think you said you got one with like 80,000 miles on it. It'll probably be good for a while. Seems like around 150,000 miles or in that area is when they all start going. What I ran into is I just couldn't find any low mileage ones anymore in the junkyard for mine. Salt will work. Yeah, salt will kill slugs. But the beer, the carbon, the smell of it or the carbonation from it or something will attract them. Put a little cup of beer in the garden. I can't say I have a ton of trouble with slugs lately, though. So the engine had 80K and you got 180K out of it. That's good. All mine tended to blow up right around the 150,000 mark. And then I get another one that had 130. Of course, I was getting them free. So I do a lot of work to help out a local salvage yard with their computers and their Mitchell and their whatever they use for cross-referencing the parts. I forget what that's called. They have like software where you put in what the part is and it tells you what all kinds of cars you can pull that part off of. And like they're wireless and that stuff. So if they call me up and say their computer's broke, I buy them a new computer and go install it. And if I typically need car parts for my personal use, they typically help me out. So I like trading service for service. You know, like I can trade my knowledge as a network engineer for something that I need, and there's no taxes. Drive to Sydney is a car killer. So are you driving to Sydney as well? We don't both work in Sydney, do we? Oh, are you talking about my car's dying? I didn't work in Sydney back then. I've only been in Sydney now for about 2 years. So it is a long drive, but that Honda just keeps on taking it. When I'm running late for work. Well, OSO 503, yes. Yes, a long time ago. Put a transmission in a Grand Marquis. Yeah, on my car. So the Honda seems to take the abuse. The Pontiac, I'd like to get, it needs a timing chain. The timing chain's stretched in it. When I get that done, I'll probably start driving it more. That thing's pretty low mileage. I think it's got like 80,000 miles on it. It's a 99. Then we get the PT Cruiser that's an 02 that's got like 51,000 miles or something on it now. That thing does nothing but brake. Put a head on that thing, man. All of the valves hit each other. Or, like, well, two of the valves were bent. Somehow the valves hit each other on it. Timing belt was in perfect condition. Everything was in time. There was some carbon in the head, so the machine shop seemed to think that probably a chunk of carbon or something got jammed in a valve and held it open. But it had to get jammed in a couple of valves, I would guess. But yeah, that thing was just a mess, and that was a nightmare. I will never do another head on a PT Cruiser. Just not. And that was with my friend who's a mechanic helping the whole time, using his lift, which was a huge help getting all the timing stuff off and getting in the side there. But it was still just, that was a job. I don't know if Timmy is on or not and how happy. I think we were on a live little chat together earlier, and I think he went to go get something to eat. Yes, it was. I had been divorced single father at the time for a few years. It had been a few years. Yeah, it was a dry spell. Yeah, I'm not banning anybody. I kicked whoever was making farty sounds on the chat off. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty good. That's what I get for just like putting the link to the chat, the Hangout in the description. Yeah, that remember the Marquis Grand Marquis transmission. I think it was like a 94 or something. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't terrible. The problem is I traded a pirated satellite receiver for it, and the problem is that the tail on the Mercury or the Lincoln transmission was 7/8 of an inch longer than the one from the Marquis. So I then had to take the drive shaft to a place in another city to have it cut and rebalanced so that it would fit. I think they had to take 7/8 of an inch off of it. So yeah, it was, the car had been sitting for like 4 years in the field. So it was an exciting job. All right, Justin. Have fun riding the dirt bike. I'll see you later. That was all on jack stands in a little garage in an apartment that I rented. I hated that garage because, like, the landlord, it's a double garage. The landlord kept some old wooden wagon in half of it. It took up half the garage. Thanks for joining, Eric. Thanks for the super chat. It's awesome. I really appreciate it. Love your videos. And see you later. Anybody want to talk about anything in particular? Ask Frugal Prepper anything? I see Timmy's back. If anybody wants to join, the link to the chat is in the description. I'll read through some of the comments and see what I missed. I guess I also asked, was it a tranny? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so I did a transmission, and it was not a tranny. Yeah, we talked a little bit about Donald Trump, but there was only 2 people watching. Yeah, either. I guess most people seem to love him or hate him. I'm like, Some things I'm not too excited about. There's other things. Been a couple things where I'm like, all right, go Trump. But there's been a lot of things where I'm like, don't know. But honestly, I don't have television. And I occasionally listen to news talk radio on the way to work. That's about the most I keep up with politics. But I usually just get the weather and the traffic, and then I flip over and listen to music on my SD card. You love him. I love Donald Trump. I see. Yeah, there's some things that I like. There's some things I think he's right about from a capitalist perspective. So as a libertarian, I'm very pro-capitalist, not crony capitalism, which we have a lot of today. Astro, if you want to get on, look in the description under the video. There's the link for the Hangout right there. If you and Keith want to get on and talk it out on my Hangout, that would be awesome. We can have a kumbaya session. I see a Kaylee has joined. Are you there? Is my volume up? Yeah.
I'm an Alabama nigger and I want to be.
All right, well, get rid of that person. We're not going to have that on this channel. I'm pretty cool freedom of speech type guy, but I'm not going to put up with that crap. All right, so Timmy's on. What's up, Timmy?
Tom, what's up?
Yeah.
Eric, what's up? Keith, what's up? Eric, don't give me that bull about you just came into town. Get up here.
Timmy's on. I think Eric left actually a little bit ago before you came on. I was showing my AK-47, Asheville. You missed it.
Oh, wow.
Polytech pre-ban.
All right. So let's get this over with. Come on, Eric. He didn't leave yet. He's still there. He just said he had to be back in town. No good. Keith is still in, so let's get Keith up here. Let's get it all over with right now. Yeah, there you go. OSO 503. That's right. Park it near Starbucks or something. Get you a double shot or something. Oh, wait.
I don't know if they have a Starbucks in, what is it, Avoca, New York, where Erico lives?
Yeah, Abaco or something like that. New York's supposed to have everything.
No, not New York State. Some parts of New York State are really rural. We used to like to go to New York State, like up in the mountains and stuff when we was kids on vacation. It was awesome. But I mean, it's not New York City. I mean, it's rural, it's mountains, it's bears. It's
all right. Check this out now. Now let's look at this. What Eric wrote: if you're not afraid to tell people the truth, then unban me. It's not about what I believe is the truth or not. Just come on. It ain't got nothing to do with me unbanning. This is Tom's live stream. Get up here and let's talk about this.
Oh, Hard Knocks Forge. This is Polytech pre-ban Chinese imported whole. in 1988 or 89. I have to look it up again to be sure. It's a Polly Spiker.
Come on, Eric. Jesus Christ. 11 o'clock at night, man. Tom, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Dang, I was about to say, man, what the heck? Eric, say something. Dang it. Matter of fact, where's Keith at? But see, me and Keith got it behind us already. So if Keith came on, then it'd be just two guys talking. But I wish there was like 500 people. I know it's Tom's. Also, you claim I didn't accept your challenge. I did, and still. Look, see, Eric keep going back on junk. Leave it alone. We're trying to put everything in the past and move on. So get up here. Let's talk it out so we can move on. Simple as that, right? Does everybody agree with me on that?
I agree.
Forget about the speed shots. Forget about anything that was done in the past. I also put a 10,000 wager on it. You did not respond. I'm not even sure I know what Eric is talking about, but it doesn't matter. What was done in the past is done in the past. Whether you did it or whether I did it, it doesn't matter anymore. If you don't want to, then that's fine. But you called me out and said I was afraid or whatever. So I'm here. Let's put this together. There you go. There you go. Look at it. Look at it. I got my popcorn ready. 7/21/2017. It needs to go down tonight. Let's do this tonight. Let's get this done right now. Forget the top tech challenge. Eric, okay, tell you what, Eric, this is what we do. If you want to have a top tech challenge, no problem. We can do that. Me, you, and Eric can have a top tech challenge later on. A little fun to get together. I don't mind. But as far as tonight, let's put this behind us. Get up here. You're still here, so you might as well just click the link, get in here so we can hear your voice and get it. Unless you don't want it over with, then I can understand it. Then just say, you know what, I like it the way it is, and I'll be cool with that. Let's go. Let's do it. I knew it was a reason why I came in here and wanted to check up on things. I ain't got no kind of sense as a live stream, man. I don't know. What the heck wrong with me?
We can even do it where I'll mediate. If we'll give one person, a minute to say something, and then we'll give the next person a minute to say something, and the next person a minute, and that way, we don't have people talking over each other. We'll just kind of pass the talking stick. And I can, if somebody doesn't want to pass the talking stick, I can mute them and let it move on to the next person. Try to keep it fair and balanced.
Tom, actually, I don't even need a minute. It's nothing to say. The only thing it is we agreed to put everything in the past, and that's it. When Eric comes on, we continue on a conversation like nothing ever happened. That's the same. That's what me and Keith did. Like when I after we got off with my live chat, I called up Keith. It was like we just left off when we was friends before, and that was it. So that's all I'm asking Eric. Get on, talk. That's it. Talk like nothing ever happened. Unless he's saying he's in a bad area or whatever. I don't know, man. Eric, come on. I don't want to hear excuses. Get up here and hit the thing. What you want us to do? We want to wait. How long does it take you to get home?
He's in a pretty rural area. He might not have good service where he's at.
Okay. What time? How long we need to wait? We'll sit up here, wait. I'll sit up in here and wait on Tom's live stream. We're about to break record now. Oh man.
Yeah, Hard Knocks. I'll try to make it like really fair and balanced, unlike the news.
I've always said now Keith and Eric, and there's probably there is two more which I would communicate with and forget everything else in the past. Then there's others I just wouldn't, and I'll admit that right now. But Eric is one of them that I would. So let's do it. But if you don't want to do it, I can understand that. We can move on.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Wesley.
What kind of shotgun is that?
You know what?
It's Wesley.
AK-47?
Yeah, that's the AK-47. It is Wesley.
Ah!
You want to show him your rifle?
Can I show my handgun too?
Yeah. You know where it's at.
I am.
Now, okay, let's see. Ford truck guy, if you want to leave things in the past, why do you keep bringing Eric O's in your videos? When was the last time I mentioned Eric's name? Come to think of it. Tom, you don't watch. Tom, watch my videos. I haven't mentioned Eric's name in a while, have I?
No, the videos. I mean, I guess it's come up in some of the live streams and stuff, but not really on the.
Right. Okay.
Videos. I think like Band 8 didn't have any Erico.
Right. And Band 8 didn't have anybody's name at all.
I'll show him your gun, Wes.
All right, fine. Now we see. Look, if you're looking to be buddies, not gonna happen. You, whatever, you on me, my best friend, another friend, it's not how people do us. Fine. All right. But don't pretend you want to put things behind you and for me to unban you and then say something and then do something different. If you don't want to be friends, that's fine. At least now we know where we stand. That's all. So don't ask me to unban you. It's as simple as that.
So it's beside you, not at you. This is.
I mean, honestly, I wish you could have been man enough to get on the live stream and say that out in public. That'd have been good. Instead of doing it, through I gotta sit here and read through chat. Just get up on the live stream and say it. If you still think you're in a rural area, whatever, I'll wait. Just be man enough to say it. That's it. I hate texting and commenting like that. That's why I hated Facebook. Get it over with.
Just got him for tomorrow when he gets cell reception. Yeah. Do it tomorrow.
I hate to interrupt, but my light blew a fuse. It needs a new light bulb.
Don't you have another light?
Yeah, but it doesn't provide much light.
I'll use that one for now. I'll come change the light bulb when I'm done.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I love it.
Man.
That was great.
Tom, I bet you this live stream didn't turn out the way you thought it.
Hey, I was just bored. I won't talk about anything. See, this is why gardening is great, because everybody can agree on growing food.
No,
like everybody really likes growing food.
Not
They
really.
can see what you're doing.
Ways of, people, I mean, I see people disagree with you on how to grow it and what you're using, and
well, yeah, that's true.
I think no matter what it is, people are going to disagree on anything. Like the color of a penny. Is it copper or is it bronze or is it whatever? People just disagree on no matter what. Nobody's going to, even the sky, what color the sky is. Nobody can nobody 100% agrees on everything. Just doesn't happen.
Yeah, but that's what makes the world interesting.
Yeah, it does. I guess that's what it does. Yeah. But well, looks like a golden opportunity has passed. See, I think and Eric, if you're still there, just by reading your last statement, it's like you're still holding on to things. Now, I can say things also, but I'm not, because it's about putting it in the past. That's what putting it in the past is about. I'm not gonna sit here and say things you said, and you shouldn't do what say things you said. Either we don't or we do. It's as simple as that. But you made the statement of I wasn't gonna come on, and I did, and I am sitting here right now putting that effort for it. I mean, that's fine. If you don't want to, that's fine. That's you go your way and I go mine. As simple as that. But don't say that I wouldn't do anything, whether it is that you believe I'm not a man or I'm not man enough to unban you and come to the table, which I have now proven that to be wrong. So in Hard Knocks 4, you know, one thing for sure, the sky isn't blue. See, we disagree on.
Well, it is except for the chemtrails.
Huh?
I said it is except for the chemtrails. The whole chemtrail conspiracy that they're putting chemicals in the atmosphere, the planes. You might not have heard that.
All right. What did Eric say? No, Tim is not. I don't know what you're talking about. But if you think that, then delete all your. I'm not going to repeat the words because even though, Eric, you know me by now, if you saw, because you've been watching my videos, just like you've been watching the band videos, I try my best, do not curse. So I'm not going to repeat that statement. And right now you're getting a little irate right now. If you don't want to come to the table, that's fine. But to say stuff like dumb whatever vids or whatever, or put your money where your mouth is and show us, then might this is not no tit for tat. I am not going to delete any videos. I am not asking. I'm just not going to delete none of the band videos. Those are my videos. Those are something that I put those videos up there for a reason. I'm not going to delete them, and I'm not asking you to do anything. Okay, it's as simple like that. And that's just it. The thing. I'm just not going to delete them. And again, I'm not going to delete them. If we're going to come to this table, we're going to come to this table as two men, as everything in the bag, all the baggage in the back is gone, dropped. If you don't want to do that, I understand.
Well, I mean, I think, Timmy, you ban people pretty quick if they say anything negative or anything that you don't really like, or they say it in a mean or a negative way.
Yes.
But how do you think the Down South Auto videos make Eric O feel? I mean, Eric O, whether he has different methods than you or not, he works very hard at his shop to do what he does and build his business, just as you work very hard at what you do. I mean, I can't say that I would, the Down South Auto videos, if they were about me and about my gardening or something, that would make me pretty mad.
Okay, now, but Tom, listen, now he didn't say nothing about Down South Auto videos, did he?
Yeah, well, I mean, those followed the band videos.
Now, if he said the Down South Auto videos, I may consider that. But he didn't say that. Band videos will not go. If you're not going to delete anything, then why tell us to put the past behind? No, it's not being hypocritical. That's just what I believe in. I can understand what Tom's point, like the Down South Auto videos, even though they were funny, but I can see what you mean by that. But band videos are not going to go. Now that you know my stance on this, the ball is in your court now. The band videos will not go. Down South Auto videos on Tom's suggestion, I may delete those.
I mean, I get it. It's funny, but I get, Eric O spends a lot of time, doing his channel and trying to do things. I mean, I see where the band videos, I never really commented on any of those because I personally thought that might have been going a little over the top, but the band videos, from what I see in them, that you're showing the comments, you're showing the emails. So I don't know what their rebuttal is to the banned videos, though, because they're banned.
Yeah. I mean, anybody's more than welcome to. Again, you're right about one thing, Tom. I am, and my family, we are very quick on banning somebody. Oh, Happy Gardener, by the way, yes, they are monetized, but we are very quick at banning any kind of negative comment. So, Eric, that's the way we are. Any kind of negative comment towards the channel, any other subscribers, yes, the person does get banned, and anybody's more than welcome to, if they want to rebuttal, do it on their channel. I got no problem with it. Let them do it on their channel. I can't control what's on their channel. But this is our channel, and the banned videos does show what we've been through, and it's proof of what we've been through, and I just can't let them go. And just like Tom, I agree with you. And as far as the down south auto videos, we could come to some agreement on that.
So Keith says, "Hold up, I'm listening from a distance here while working. You won't remove the banned videos." Yeah, that's what he's saying, Keith. Is the banned videos stay? There's no need to delete the videos. I like them.
Okay, he said keep the vids up. It just shows people, show your narcissist person. There is no okay, keep the videos up. They will stay up. What people believe of me because of the videos, that's their prerogative. They're entitled to believe what they want to believe, and they can say what they want to believe on their channel about me. It does not matter. But they will stay up there.
Yeah, I guess I have to, take exception. That's the second time on a live stream I've heard someone accuse you of being a narcissist. And having had a business partner in the past that was a true narcissist, I don't think people realize the severity of that word when they use it. You might be a little self-centered. You might not always take other people's feelings into account. But a narcissist is a person that truly has no ability to care about what other people do or think. I mean, that's a pretty serious accusation.
I think, Tom, what it is that people get these words and they try their best to hurt the other person's feelings by choosing these words that they say, by calling them names, and think I don't know whatever.
Well, Legato here says bipolar LMAO.
Wait,
so,
now see, he's saying that, and there could, for all you know, there could be somebody up here watching that is actually, and which would be very degrading to them. And
so
they don't think what they not think what they say when they call somebody a name.
Yeah, I mean, bipolar disorder is actually a fairly serious condition.
Exactly,
and
right.
I know that because I was a single father for about 4 years. And my oldest son, when he was 3 years old, my wife was bipolar. She hadn't been properly diagnosed. And she was on a medication that actually made it worse. And she tried to drown my oldest son in the bathtub and kill him after she beat him black and blue. So, I don't like to throw words around like someone's bipolar just because they're a little emotional or up and down, because that's a real disease.
It's like and I don't even like to say it, the R word, RET, cause it's just some things you just don't. Some things you just don't say. You know, and we can't control what comes out of people's mouth. If that's what they're gonna say, then that's what they're gonna say. If that's what they're gonna call me, that's what they're gonna call me. It doesn't matter. I don't care. You know, that's that. Hey, you know, I'm just like before you said a video where a commenter came in and said, yo, something about you got man boobs or something like that. You know, yeah, they're gonna say what they're gonna say. You can't do nothing about it. You just.
That's fine. I do have man boobs. It's okay. I still get through life just fine with them.
You know, you just take it with a grain of salt, whatever.
I'm fat. I got man boobs. I'm okay with it. Was it Leonard Nimoy wrote a poem, and I don't have the exact thing, but it was like, I might not be the most athletic, I might not be the smartest or the strongest or the brightest, but one thing I can do better than anyone else is be me. So I'm just me. I don't have to be better than anyone else.
What did Keith say? My questions are not being answered. What? He asked a question?
I see one that says, can we get an mechanic here? And I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know how to get him here if he's not here. I don't know if I'm subscribed to him.
You know, and Keith made a good, you know, that question he asked, can we get non-mechanic here? We shared the video of his daughter, and his daughter shares issues.
Oh,
So that's why it's very imperative for people to watch the names that they say.
Yeah, I see Keith's comments now. I got to talking and missed them. So it's as if we're going to be cool, why would they stay up in the band videos? Because of the money?
No, not at all. I mean, band videos got very low views. It's the band videos show proof. To be straight out with it.
He says he also, I emailed to have them removed because of the image of my 10-year-old son being shown. And it says, you shot it down then, you're saying you'd leave that up now.
If there is a video I have of showing his son, then Keith should definitely contact me and let me know which one it is and at which time stamp it is. Now, as far as leak is concerned, you know, the band videos were for attention. I really don't entertain his thought pattern or track of thoughts because I have no idea what the heck he's talking about, what the heck he mean. You know,
I don't recall seeing that either. But I didn't. I mean, I've watched him like one time. I don't think I watched him like super close.
Right. You know, what about seeing his son?
Yeah.
Exactly right. You know, like I say, let me know. And you see what I mean? Like what he says to me, oh my God, you are obsessed. If I studied, you know, see what I mean? I can't entertain that kind of whatever he's doing, man. It's off the wall, back and forth. Give me some conversation, give me something I can go on, ask me a question, and I can answer it. I live on Social Blade. like what? See what's what I mean? You live on Social Blade. Like, what kind of statement is that? How am I supposed to respond to you live on Social Blade? Okay.
I think what if I'm glimpsing what he's trying to say, maybe it's that you just care about the subs and the views and the income, and and it's about what you're making on Social Blade and other people on Social Blade. Maybe be my take from it, but $4,000 whoever don't get you that much money. So
Tom, think about this.
Yeah.
Why would I go to Social Blade?
Oh, I think we got Keith.
Yeah, I'm here.
Why would I go to Social Blade when I can go right on my YouTube analytics to get that same kind of information?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And not just the same information, more exact information. Come on. It doesn't make sense.
Keith is on now. Let's give him a chance to talk.
Keith, what's up?
Yeah, what's going on? All right, so let's talk about this then. You're saying that you're not going to bring down those band videos. I sent you over the email. I'm over here right now just booting up my laptop as we're speaking so that way we can check this again. But there ain't no doubt about it. I definitely sent it over there, and I said I wanted it removed because it had a picture of me and my son from Facebook that you took it in there when I accepted the Top Tech Challenge, and then you posted that up over there, but nobody could actually read what was on there when I said I accepted the challenge. You twisted that, and that's what you did. You twisted it.
Is this in one of the band videos?
It was in the band video, no doubt about it.
Can you tell me which one it is and give me a timestamp?
Yep.
All right, great. Let me know.
Yeah, and it's in the email also. And at the time I sat there and I went through it though, but that email got pushed right off though. You responded back as basically what you showed there, which was basically if I continue to contact you, you would sit there and press charges and all that. Instead of actually addressing it for what it was, which was a simple thing saying, look, take down that video. You want to pick with me? That's no problem. You want to pick up something there? That's not a problem at all. But if you have a picture of me and my son in it, that's a problem. And there's no doubt about it. So I got a lot of questions, Timmy. I got a lot of questions.
That's no problem. But first, let me know which band video it is and give me the timestamp.
Yeah, well, that's not a problem. Well, you want that right this second?
Yes, please. I would love that.
I don't know how well this is going to work, me working off a hotspot for both of this. So in the meantime here, while I'm looking this up, tell me why you won't take down the band videos to begin with. Because if you want to put things behind you, I need to know why it is that you don't want to put this behind you also.
Keith, honestly, no matter what kind of explanation I give you, is not going to be acceptable, is it?
No. Who said that? I'm asking you a straight up question, man. Don't jump around the answer.
That is a straight up answer. No matter what kind of answer I give you, why I will not.
No, if you got a good reason for it and you think that there's a reason why it should be there, then please just explain it. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, I mean, even if the reason
because here I am right now, I'm doing exactly what I said I would do. I don't play games. Never have.
The band videos stays up there for my proof of what happened in the past.
So you can't keep that as not public, and you can't keep that as not being shared, like when you took them down before you brought in everybody, before you got up, tied up with Top Tech videos, because you pulled all those down right away just before you decided to sit there and start announcing the Top Tech videos. You pulled all those, right? Brought in everybody. Or am I wrong? Because you pulled everything down all in one shot, and yeah, Malik, you're gonna have to turn down your volume, man, because otherwise it's gonna be echoing.
Yeah, I muted you for now, Malik. I'll unmute you here in a minute when you get here.
I made them unlisted while we was bringing up Top Tech.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Right. And that was that we put bad to the other creators. Is that what it was?
No, that's because we had deleted Band 7, and if you notice, Band 7 is still not there. Well, actually,
right. I see the Band 7's not there, but you didn't have to ban the whole playlist either, though.
That's the only reason why, to re-upload them, and we still got to put up Band 7 again.
Okay. All right. So and let's go back again now. So but you were able to pull them all down then, and it wasn't an issue, right? And you still were able to keep the files. But you're saying now that you don't want to take them down because you want to keep proof. If that's your proof, then it's there, right? So you still have it. You're just not sitting there doing a public display of shaming or what you think is shaming. I mean, am I missing something there?
I never pull down a video. I just mark it as private because I don't want to lose the view count that I have on them. So I just leave them out there as private.
Right, exactly what I'm saying.
Now, if I wanted to continue on shaming, as you say, I would put them at the end of the end screen on other videos, but I don't.
But no, actually, you plugged it verbally, is what you did. You kept on saying that if you haven't seen the band videos yet, go watch them. That's what you were saying, right?
On a live stream.
No. Back
On a live stream, I said go see the band videos because I was asked questions about why people were banned, and I said instead of me answering those questions, you best off looking at the band videos instead of me having to sit here and go over what happened.
right, but now in your band videos, right? You took selective pieces of what the conversations were, and that's what you showed. Am I wrong about that?
Say it again.
I said on your band videos, right? You took little snippets, little pieces of what you wanted to show in the conversations, and you didn't show the whole thing, right? Where we
now see now what part you got to give me more specifics on this, Keith. Instead of saying that, you got to give me more specifics.
I'll email you every screenshot.
Okay, hold on. And as you're doing this, do you still go back to our original? Do you have that band video where it shows
still over here booting up? And for me to do a hotspot right now with both of them, it's tough. But yes, it's in there. Go in there. I believe it's band number two, where you sat there and when you went in there and you said that I kept on following behind you. I'll look right now. Hold up. Let me see, because it's either two. I think it was either 2 or 5. It's either 2 or 5. I'm looking right now. No, 5 is Eric O. Let's see, 4, 6. Let's try 6. Because it seems like I've been the star of every show here, even though I never had any contact with you after that. Somehow or other, I kept on seeming to be the star of the show. Let's go back here, because it definitely wasn't 6. 6 was after the fire. Let's see, what was it on 3? Which one was that, by the way? Beavis or Butthead on band 3? Which one was I? I want to make sure I don't miss it. Yeah. See?
I love Beavis and Butthead.
Me too.
Yeah. Hold on, let me just work my way through all the little ramble here. See where we're at. This is the one with the EGR insufficient flow on band 3, so it should be on this one. And since you're sitting in front of a computer, why don't you look at your email and tell me it's not there? Oh, there it is right here. So go on to the 7 minute 19 seconds of band 3.
Give me
7 19 seconds of band 3. And you'll see a picture that you took right there from Facebook with me and my child.
Give me 1 second. Band 3.
Band 3, 7 minutes 19 seconds.
Hold on here. Let me see.
I want you to know I can't even finish this work over here because I'm doing this.
Well, thanks for your time, Keith.
No, not a problem. But I think this area needs to be cleared. Because if we're going to clear it, because there's a lot of things we could definitely have some questions about right now.
Well, Keith, it's not about questions. If the questions are about the band videos, about your son, I can understand.
Not just band videos.
Huh?
No, not just band videos. No, definitely not.
That should be all. It ain't about no clearing about whatever I did or about what you did. This is all being put in the past. That's what this is all about. It's not to revisit any kind of issue.
Can't put something in the past. You cannot possibly put something in the past if you're going to leave those videos up there. And that's what it was all about right from the beginning. You sat there and started making those band videos. You and I had a little bit of friendly banter going back and forth, like you said with your own words. I'm sure that, Tom, you were there in the live stream. You heard it yourself. We said we had friendly banter going back and forth, poking at each other. And then right after that was done, you closed it. And then you made that little retort video coming back where I apologized. And I have screenshots of that also, where I apologized. And I said, hey, you know what? Sorry if I offended you. And by the way, Eric O did the exact same thing because I saw his comments in there also. But I made an apology to you. Hey, man, look, I didn't mean to offend you and everything like that. Best of luck to you. And then there was nothing else after that other than band videos. And that's all it was. Banned video after banned video. And yeah, I got a little bit nasty after the first two. No doubt about it. And I have every right to be nasty about it, especially if you're gonna sit there and show my image out there. That's wrong.
Okay, you said band 3.
Band 3, 7 minutes 19 seconds.
Okay, I'm on band 3.
Right here. I wish I wasn't out here right now in the dark so I could show this a little bit better. But you tell me when you can start to see it. 7 minutes 19 seconds. There's a picture right there off of my Facebook. There's 2 people in that picture. There's me and my 10-year-old son.
Now you're talking about a message you sent to our Facebook page.
The Facebook page where I accepted the challenge.
Now, so it's not like somebody went there and took your image. This was a message that was sent to us.
That's correct.
What are you talking about?
Right? Yeah, I see it right there.
But see, what you made it seem like that we purposely went and got a picture of you and your son. And
no,
purposely
I asked you to take that picture down.
I
never said you went out. I never said you went out and went searching for my picture. Exactly. I said I wanted that picture taken down.
That's exactly what this is. This is not nothing we went and searched for. This is something that was sent to us. This is the message that was sent to us. This is nothing that we did. This is the message that you sent to us.
Right.
So please don't make it seem like we went out.
The message say right there. Because what did the message say on that one? You got it up on the screen right there. So tell me what that message said.
You may not. It's kind of blurry. You may not want to overlook the purge solenoid.
Right. Yeah. Right. So friendly advice on a car that you were working on, right?
No, but see,
you didn't represent it in that fashion, did you? No, you represented it.
Keith, the thing is, we did not specifically go out and look for an image of you and your son, or even an image of you. This is something you wrote us. So
then, why would you pick that one there, where I was actually trying to be helpful to you, and that as what you're going to put up there in a banned video and knock me during it? Why don't you play the audio from it?
You never wrote us before. This is the only one you wrote us before after the fact that you was banned.
No, that's not true. And gotta get out the other one. No, I'll get out the other one then, because I'll show it again, where I sat there and I actually accepted your top tech challenge there on the ash.
Let's get to what you was talking about a picture of your son. That's what we need to talk.
Right. You're saying wait.
I can understand your frustration about a picture that you put up there of your son and you sent us a message of it, but still the bottom line here is the banned videos will not be removed.
All right. So what you're saying is you're going to cut that piece out?
No. It ain't what I'm saying. It's exactly what I'm saying is what I just said. The banned videos will not be removed.
Are you going to cut out that picture and that section right there?
That's your only concern of a picture that you sent us. If that's your only concern, I can understand that, and we can cut that picture out. But other than that, the banned videos will not be removed. So there's no talking about anything else.
That's what the whole email was. Go back and read the email.
If that's it, if that's our concern right now, that's it. That is fine. I can understand that. But anything else as far as the banned videos will not be removed. So I don't want to revisit any of that.
All right. So can we move on to the next part of this now?
We're not gonna. There's no next part. The banned videos will not be removed. Everything else should be put in the past. I don't want to talk about anything else. I don't want to bring up anything else because this can go on forever.
Timmy.
If everybody's talking at once, then nobody can hear anything. So let's go ahead and let Keith talk for a minute, and then you can rebut, Timmy.
All right. Let me ask you a quick question about Band-Aid real quick here. Right. So we're not gonna ask you to take down Band-Aid, but tell me about Band-Aid. What was that supposed to be? Because apparently you had the impression that we were giving thumbs down to this little girl and that our problem was with the little girl, and I didn't get any of that. I still don't even understand what any of that is. And that was after the live stream. So I'm trying to figure that out.
There is nothing to figure out. You're reading into something that's not there. You know me. I have no reason not afraid to say anybody's name. I say your name, Eric's name, anything. If I wanted to say you gave this girl a thumbs down or something, all I made is a clear statement that this little girl had 4 thumbs down. I didn't say who. If I even
no. But wait. Go back a second now, because in band 7 you did, but you pulled that. You see, in band 7 you did. In band 7 you did. In band 7 you sat there. As a matter of fact, I believe the words were, let's see, we went in there as we were possible undercover KKK, and you wouldn't have us around children. Is that what you said?
So
Because there's other people that's out there that said that, right?
Keith,
You wouldn't just having us around children.
you okay?
No, I don't.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna put this to bed right here. The banned videos will stay. There is no reason even to talk about it, no reason to discuss it, no reason to explain my actions on them. The banned videos are going to stay.
Right. Banned videos are going to stay, especially that part about the KKK and the pedophile, right? And suggesting that I shouldn't be around kids.
How much more do you want me to say this? How much more clear?
I raised kids.
I didn't understand.
Brought them all up there. One daughter's actually studying to be a nurse right now. The other one's going into college. You know any of that about me? Not a damn thing do you know about me. But yeah, you sit there and you make comments like that, and you sit there and you say shit like we shouldn't be around kids. And that's wrong. That's wrong.
I said the person who can give this girl a thumbs down should not be around kids. And now if you was the one of those that gave her a thumb down, then yeah, I am saying that. And still, I'm not going to sit here and talk about the banned videos. The banned videos are going to stay the way they are. I'm not going to just.
That's not about a banned video. That's not about a banned video. That's about how you're talking about somebody.
Any kind of content in the banned videos will stay there. The only thing we can discuss right now is a picture that you sent us of your son. That's the only thing we can discuss right now. Nothing inside the banned video. Everything is inside the banned videos is off limits. That will.
So then, why did you want to have this conversation? I'm lost.
So this or so that. If we continue this on, if we can't continue this friendship on, then that's fine. But that's one thing I will not move on.
So are you in agreement that you'll take the video down that has Keith's son in it, or you'll edit that video to remove his son from it?
Not take the video down, but out of respect, I'll remove that section of the video that he sent us. That he sent us the picture. I'll remove that. Other than that, banned stays.
Right.
Can we do like maybe one other concession, Timmy, which would be to at least remove the monetization from the banned videos, since it mentions their names so much in there?
The monetization?
Yeah, at least unmonetize those banned videos.
I would figure you more say can you at least have them unlisted? At least that'd be a more.
Well, I mean, you could unlist them, and that would essentially be the same thing.
No, it wouldn't be different. At least unlisted, nobody can see them.
Listen,
nobody would be able to see them, but you could send them a link to them.
Malik is over here. I know he's itching to talk over here, man. We got him. We got him muted right now.
I'll go ahead and unmute him. Go ahead. If I can, let's see. Oh, it's not letting me unmute him. I don't know why. Are you muted on your end, Malik? Because it's not letting me unmute you.
Now I can tell y'all straight up. Malik ain't got nothing to say to me. Ain't got nothing to say to Astral. All right.
How do you talk to you and not me?
And talk to Keith. I will sit here and talk to Eric if that's a dead issue right there. I'm sorry.
But why, how do you know he doesn't want to talk to me, man?
Okay, if he want to talk to you, that's fine. Then right now I got to be out.
You got to let the man speak his piece.
No, if he want to talk to you, then that's fine. Then I'm out. But I got nothing to say about him on that. I got nothing to say at all. That's a dead issue. He's dead to me. That's done. He can go ahead and talk to you. I ain't got no problem with that.
I can't get him to come off of mute anyway. It's grayed out. It won't let me unclick it.
Malik, jump out and then jump back in.
I'm not sure who Malik is, or
Leak. So that's Leak Auto.
Okay.
So I guess I'll be out of this because then y'all gonna talk now.
That's up to you, man. And maybe he wants to address a question with you that has something to do, with some kind of value.
Just like I said, address the question with me. He's dead to me. There is no conversation at all that can continue from this. There is nothing.
You can give him a few minutes to ask a question, Timmy.
I can't do that. I'm sorry. Dead to me. As I said, I mean,
can I ask one question? Because you couldn't take direct criticism. That was the whole reason behind the whole ban videos. If someone told you that what they didn't like how you diagnose something, and they went back and left the comment, and you didn't like it, and you banned it. Like what's the reasoning behind it? Like, there's no legit explanation. So you sign off. Oh man, that's funny. Is he still there?
It's like a drop.
I told you, like I said in my comment I left earlier, he won't say anything about me, but he'll mention everybody else. He wants to be so competitive, but when you bring everything, when you straightforward with him, you can see what he just did. He got off the phone. That's fine.
He said he didn't want to talk to you. So I tried.
He should be able to talk to everyone. This is YouTube. We're all grown men. I don't see what the problem is. If I got something to address, I should be able to say it along with other people as well.
You know, Leak is on the ban list, right? So,
right.
Well, as soon as I hop on, he jumped right off, just like that, just like that.
No.
But I'm gonna sign out of this. I'm going live in 1 hour. We're gonna talk more with this. So everybody who's watching this, be on the lookout for 1 hour, and I'll be right back.
Well, Keith, thanks for joining. Hopefully, Astro will at least
other questions. Come back in, but. You know, Tom, honestly, one of the questions the one question that I would like an answer to also is something that I saw, and I'll tell you the truth, it really upset me. You know, I understand that somebody made a comment about his wife, and I get that. And all that, you know, makes sense. Get upset about it, you get mad. But what I don't get is, why do you think that somebody would be sitting there on their own channel and policing that 24 hours a day in order to see that? And if they didn't catch it, why would you then show a picture of their wife? I mean, they didn't say anything at all bad about you. They didn't do anything at all to address you. Why would you sit there and bring up that person's wife in the video and make a comment about it being overweight? You know what I mean? And that's really what it was about. And that was wrong. That was wrong. I know that woman, man. She's sweet as candy. There's not a damn, you know, there's not a bad bone in her, you know. I mean, I really, truly, you know, that's the kind of girl that would give you her shirt off her back in a heartbeat, you know, even if you were a pure stranger. She met my wife. My wife was having a little problem there health-wise and everything like that. She used to be a rescue worker. She came over there right away, and she took care of my wife like any other nurse would, and did that on her own time, didn't know anything at all about my wife, and went out of her way to help her. You know, and so why would you bring an innocent person in there like that in the first place? I'm trying to keep these lights out from behind me here. I apologize if I keep on moving around.
I'm just trying. So somebody said something on one of your videos about Timmy's wife, Sylvia?
Not on my, no, actually, I believe it was Mike the Disgruntled Mechanic.
Oh, so somebody said something on his channel about Timmy's wife, and then Timmy brought your wife into it, or?
I can't see the comments right now because I'm just out here on a phone and really supposed to be over there finishing up that stupid Cavalier.
Yeah, I guess I'm not understanding. Like, so Timmy put.
All right, so a Disgruntled Mechanic had a video up, and then apparently somebody made a comment out there. One of the guys out there made a comment and said something about it, and Timmy took it towards his wife. All right, fine, I get it. You want to, you know, you come back, you make a stab at it. That's fine. Make a stab at the person who said it. Don't go after the content creator who's not the person, by the way. Why would you go after that person's wife and show her in a video? Take a picture of her video at a side angle view that was, it certainly wasn't. I'm not sure what the word is, but where flattering, I guess, would be the word. You know, it wasn't really a flattering view of her, and then take a screenshot like that and call out the content creator for not policing his own channel while this guy was probably out at work. You know, you don't know what the content creator has.
I can't police my channel. I mean, comments sometimes stay up for a couple days. There's days that go by I don't get a chance to read them. You know, I'm busy working and making money.
I'm a % warning right now on my phone too, so I may end up dropping out on you here.
I didn't see that. I knew that him and Disgruntled Mechanic were kind of friends there for a bit, and then they kind of had a falling out. So I guess that's probably what it was over.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that it happened that way because, you know what, again, as an innocent woman that was brought into it for no reason whatsoever, you know? See, same kind of thing with that little girl, man. I don't get that whole video with that little girl in Band 8. I just don't get it. I know he doesn't want to talk about it, but I don't get it one bit. It's almost like, you know, you're trying to call out people and say that they were picking on a little girl, which I'm pretty damn sure I would have seen a bad comment. You know, and I was there. I was able to see all the comments. So I know I didn't see any kind of bad comments or anything else like that. As soon as I was unbanned, I went back there and I scrolled through and I was confused by it. But nobody at all made a bad comment about that little girl. There may have been some thumbs down, but you know what? When you got over 300 banned people on your list, you're going to have trolls. Real trolls. Not people who make comments.
Have just thumbs down you all the time. Yeah.
You know, you got a guy jumping in there and giving you a raspberry. You know what I mean? And another guy coming in there playing, you know, an idiotic song. You know, that's a whole different kind of troll, you know, from what he calls a troll. And for those people, I get it. You know what I mean? If you're pointing at them, I get it. But you're not pointing at them. And that's what the bottom line is. And so meanwhile, you're putting up a video of this little girl walking around with her dad. That's all it can be. And he looks like he's an awesome father. And more power to him for being that single dad and putting it all out there. You know, I'm all for that, man. I've been in those shoes, so I understand what that is. But you know, when it almost looks to me like you're hiding behind the little girl instead of addressing what you want to talk about. It looks like there, and that's what the bottom line is. And so meanwhile,
Hey, there we go.
Eric, you're gonna have to
I
turn
got
the
good enough
sound. All right, Timmy, if you're still out there, now's your chance, right?
I already think he punked out.
Is he still in the comments or no?
Nah, it feels he's hiding like usual. He got scared of leak and took off.
I mean, everything I'm addressing here, I think I'm addressing it like a gentleman. I'm not getting nasty about anything. You know, I'll get a little bit nasty about taking down a picture of my kid. There's no doubt about it. You know, that's my blood, and I will always defend. You know. And that would go for anybody. Sure. And that would go for anybody's kids, man, because kids are innocent. They have nothing at all to do with anything at all, which is why that Band 8 video really bothers me. Really fucking bothers me. You know, pardon my French.
Oh, right.
I don't normally curse, but, you know, or at least not in public.
No, I mean, you know as well as I do. Anybody who watched it or, you know, even part of it, you know, he portrays it like, you know, we gave him this thumbs down and he knows who it is. You don't know who gave you a thumbs down, Timmy. You don't know any more than I know who gives me a thumbs down or who gives Keith a thumbs down. You don't know. You just assume.
I got 13 thumbs down on a video with my little 10-year-old. And all I did was sit there and make a comment out there. Hey, whoever you are that's putting thumbs down out there, I could show you a better place to put those thumbs. You know, that's simple. That's how you address it. You know, and you know, and it is what it is. You know, am I happy about it? No, of course I'm not happy about it. Do I need to make a band video about it? Start calling out people because I think maybe it's them? No. You know, if I don't have proof, I'll never call anybody out. You know, I have proof of other things, many other things, and I'm sure that, you know, I've always said I'll hold back from putting that out there on you, Tim, because I really don't think anybody really wants to see that. You know, and even if they did, I don't think it's my place to do it. Let's put it that way. But you know, when you keep on stabbing at people like that, you know, sooner or later, you know, I don't think it'll be called a banned video. Let's put it that way.
What? Now he said he was open to removing the Down South Auto videos, and he's willing to edit the one of your son. I mean, what other? Were you guys pretty much in all of the band videos?
Every band video. Yep. I don't think there was one that I didn't star in. And that doesn't mean showing my image or anything else like that. It means that every single time that I was in there, though, my name had to come up. First name and last name, by the way, which is actually against YouTube rules, but apparently YouTube doesn't enforce their own rules. You know, because I put out a report each and every single time that there was band videos, timestamps, everything else like that. And he even made a joke about that. You know, if you knew it was bothering me that much, then why did you continue on without ever contacting me back?
It's just his personality. I mean, that's who he is. You know that. I know that. Anybody watching his videos knows that. I mean, that's why he gets 50 views on a new video. Nobody watches them.
But yet the subs keep on going up, which I'll always have to question how that happens. But you know, maybe it's just they're there for the drama, not there for the comments, and not there for the views, whatever the case is. But you know, how do you average 20? How do you average 20 more subs every single day, like he was saying, and at the same time have less and less views or minimal number of views? I don't know.
Yeah, almost 5,000 subs and 150 views on a new video. I mean, he's a numbers guy. I mean, he can't be that stupid.
And just to be clear, Tom, I'm not picking on him for that, but you know, at the same time though, too, he was there making comments originally about how, you know, I got all my subs, which of course is definitely due to Eric and Ivan. You know, they put me on the spot and got me my 2,000 subs, just how I would start making videos. But you know, the comments were like, well, with only I only had like 2 videos at the time with 2,000 subs. Yeah, it didn't make any sense. First, to watch the other videos. So,
well, I mean,
no, you got.
I was gonna say when Eric O said that you were the man, Keith, I was like, well, if Eric O thinks Keith's like really great, then Keith must be really great. I'm subbing his channels. You know, usually I'm a network engineer, and I always have to deal with people that know more than I do, and when they talk, I listen. You know. So
is it just my sound now, though? Yeah, it's my sound. Oh, my phone is about to die out. Let me get this thing on the charger. I'll be right back.
Yeah, so one thing, I called Timmy out, a dozen times in this chat. He makes his little one-sided comments, and that's why I want to tell him, he wants to do this whole, put it behind you, all that stuff. But he won't come back. Even though he's sitting here listening, he won't come back. He's too scared to. Wants to put it all behind him, and this and that and the other thing, and he won't. It's just, that's his personality. We're not going to bow down to you, Timmy. We're not going to apologize. You shit on my friends. You shit on my best friend. Fellow YouTubers, you made fun of Mike's wife. That's it. I'm not gonna be like, hey, Timmy, let's shake hands. Let's move on. You never accepted my Talk Tech challenge. You put that video out 8 months ago. I emailed you, and then I commented on that video, which I had the screenshots for because I know you'll deny it with your one-sided conversations. I have all that. I've got all that proof. I called you out. I put $10,000 online. Anytime, I had set all the criteria for you, and now all of a sudden you don't know anything about it. So I know you're watching. It still stands true. 10 grand anytime.
So you're going to give him 10 grand to do a challenge? Is that, or 10 grand?
Oh yeah. I mean, if he wins, he's got to bring his Actron, bring truck 47 or 56, whatever bread van he wants to bring. I told him way back then, no response.
Yeah.
So he's the one that calls it out. He says he's the best. If he can't do it, nobody can, or whatever it is he says. And I don't know. That's it. Let's go. I'm not the best. No way. Not even close. But I'll mop the floor with him.
Well, I think, I was talking to him on the live stream about wanting a bi-directional scan tool someday. And it's like, there are things you can't do without a bi-directional scan tool, Yeah,
there's a ton of things. And you know what, Tom, in the same sense, and I've showed on tons of my videos, there's a tons of things that you can do with generic OBD2 data. Whether it's an Actron, an OTC, whatever brand, generic data OBD2 scanner you have, it works, and they work fantastic, but they have limitations. My Snap-on Veris has limitations. My Evolve has limitations. All my aftermarket scan tools have limitations. You can't beat the OE scan tool, and that's all there is to it. Some of them are very good, but they all have limitations, and nothing's more limited than like an Actron or a basic OBD2 code reader. Yes, you can fix a lot with them, but you can't do everything. That's a complete just lie. Anybody who says that, it's a complete lie.
Yeah, I know, on my PC,
I think you're going to have to mute me.
Activate the purge solenoid. And he's saying, well, you can activate that another way. And it's like, yeah, if I want to chop into the wiring harness and I happen to know what type of signal it's supposed to put out, and I happen to have something that could read it, or I could get a Veris and it would tell me if it's opening or closing, It's like,
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's ways to do things, and I mean, yeah, you can do bypass testing with test lights, various, different tests, but bidirectional controls, you don't absolutely have to have them. Yes, they're great, but in some cases, yes, you absolutely have to have it. It's just the bottom line. That's just how it works. I don't make up the rules. I mean, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
How else would you verify a PCM driver?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you can do a bypass test, like he says, and you can verify the circuit, but you can't verify the driver. And are you going to make a call on a $500 PCM on a guess? No.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's how he does it. I mean, he just did this stupid video on a cam sensor. I was fast forwarding through and clicking through that, and he takes it, he reads the code, presses the code button on his Actron, and makes the call off an assumption. That's the stupidest thing anybody can do. I mean, that proves his mentality right there.
No,
That's how he is. Like,
I believe that's called automation. You see, you missed the whole first part of all this. Automation.
Yeah, automation, right? It's called a parts cannon.
Well, and, like the newer CAN bus stuff, I don't have anything like that yet, but I can't imagine trying to work with a car that's got 14 different computers in it without the right tool.
14 different computers. What is it, from the 80s?
Well, these newer Chryslers, they got a computer for the window, right? And they get,
Yeah, anywhere from 30 to 60, pretty easy on most domestics.
I'll be putting out a video on a Volkswagen Touareg, and you'll see what I have there. It's 89 modules.
Right.
89 modules in total, and the problem is a no-com. So.
Well, the newest
bring your
has
Actron
an
to me.
04, so.
Yeah.
You save that car, Keith. I'll meet you and Timmy there. You just save the car. Don't touch it. $10,000, Timmy. I know you're watching. I know you won't do it, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, Timmy, if you want to come back on anytime, I mean, I haven't banned you. Or anything.
Nah, he's screen recording now, so he can use it band part 9.
I mean, I normally don't like to talk about people when they're not around, but
No, he's around. Don't worry about it.
Anytime he wants to. So.
Still shows him as active. If you look at the Hangout side of things, it still shows him as active. But see, you see, I almost didn't want to have both of us on at the same time because, I know one of his comments was that he thinks that we gang up on him, but, I was asking my questions alone, and then, I mean, if he hops on here and it's just him and Eric, I'm hopping right out.
Better me. But if he comes on and wants to be buddies, I told him straight up, I ain't gonna be your buddy, Timmy. You cannot shit on somebody like that and handshake and hands around and you share your tie with me. It ain't gonna happen. You made your bed, now you gotta sleep in it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think unless he's willing to, mark those band videos as private, that, or at least make, what do they call it, retraction, like they put in the paper if they're wrong, like make a video. There's gotta be something.
It's really midnight. I got 3 cars left. All right, listen. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Tom, thank you for letting us have a chance to talk out here, but that car right there is not going to fix itself.
I can't believe you're still working this late.
Every day, 5 a.m. to 1 a.m. So,
come on now. We know you ain't doing 20 cars a day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's always the question, isn't it? Like 20 cars a day, and that doesn't happen. Let's see. What's today? There's today's list right there. And if you look at the little check marks, it might be hard to see, but the little check marks, each one next to it there is how many cars at each shop. So altogether today, let's see, the last count there was at 25, 26, 27. So it's 27 cars. That makes 28 and 3 left to do, which are just key programmings for the locksmith. So, yep.
So Keith, hey, before you go, because Timmy's watching, do you accept his top tech challenge?
1,000,000 times over. 1,000,000 times over.
Exactly.
10 grand, no doubt. I'm in.
Yeah. So he's got the invite. Everybody heard it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for your time. Thanks for coming on. And hopefully, Astro will pull at least down the picture of Keith's son.
Yeah, for real.
See what I wish. And I wish everybody could get along. I like Astro's channel. I respect what he's doing. You know, being out in the field, climbing under cars on jack stands and working on them. I like that part of it. But
No doubt. You know, I don't disrespect anybody that works on cars, but you know, he's an asshole. That's all there is to it. And I don't mean to swear on your channel, Tom, but that's just the bottom line. That's just his personality.
yeah, I think it's a little, you know, it's unreasonable too to say you can fix anything. Because I mean, I don't care how good you are, you're going to come across a thing that you can't fix. You know.
Yeah, exactly. I can't fix everything. You can't fix. Keith can't fix everything. That's the bottom line. I mean, that's just how it is. You know, the worst part is I think Timmy believes what he says.
Yeah, it's
anyhow, Tom, I'm gonna roll. Timmy ain't gonna show up. I got a bunch of things to do, and the only place I get service is out in my barn of all places. So, so anyhow, you're a pretty stand-up guy, Tom. Appreciate what you do. Appreciate your channel and your ability to stay neutral and be friends with everybody. And I think that's a pretty cool, respectful thing.
All right. Well, thanks, Eric. Thanks for coming to the chat. Thanks for the super chats.
All right, man. Good luck with the garden, bro.
Bye. They say I can't invite people or anything. I don't know. Okay, I think I'm back on now. If anybody else wants to talk or join the hangout or ask Frugal Prepper any questions, I'll go back through some of the comments. I think I'm back on. Give me a message if you hear me. I'm not sure. I'm hoping that I can publish the live streams. I'm just learning this live stream stuff really well here. Yeah, I wish Astro would have stayed on for a little bit longer. You know, I was going to let Malik ask his question, and if Astro didn't want to answer, then we could have muted him again, but he popped off. Also, automatically publish when I'm done. Okay, that's cool. Send me a flashlight for my troubles. Why do you need? Who do you want a flashlight from? Oh, I guess there was a conversation about a flashlight and scamming. Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, I was trying to get some concessions there. Sometimes when you have two people that are at an impasse, if you can, you know, say, okay, well, could you at least do this? Could you at least unmonetize the video? Sometimes you can start to make some progress, but I think that there's definitely a pretty big impasse there. I want the Astro flashlight Eric O did a video on. Yeah, those are nice. Yeah, I have the cheap Tractor Supply flashlight with the magnet. I guess it works good enough for what I have to do. Finished Cavalier. Are Cavaliers ever finished, Keith? I don't know. I don't think PT Cruisers are ever finished. But I'm pretty sure that with Chrysler, you have to leave at least one thing broken, because if you fix everything, that just encourages something else to break. Ranches are never done. So, yeah. I bought a Caravan once, and I swore I'd never have another one. But we inherited this one, so it only has 51,000 miles on it. Still got the original tires. I think it's like new underneath and like no rust. It's spotless. I'm pretty sure it's still got the original brakes on it. I'm going to have to do those soon. It's a 2002. It was my wife's grandfather's, and he didn't drive much. And then my mother-in-law inherited it, and then my wife inherited it from her. So it's been a lot of time in the garage, but it got drove like every weekend and stuff. I didn't spend a real long time just sitting. And I just got done putting a head on it. And I tell you, like, I got lucky that the machine shop, I have a friend who's a mechanic, and he's really good friends with somebody at the machine shop. I got the head done at like cost. I got, he had head gaskets and head bolts, or the head gasket and head bolts. He had a water pump that was brand new that he gave me. And so, you know, I did it on the cheap, but I still had like $600-700 in it. And we had no idea how in the world the head went. It was like freezing cold. It was like, I don't know, negative something or another. And my wife went out to start it that morning. The thing wouldn't start. It was crank, no start, and compression didn't sound right when it was cranking over. I threw a compression tester on it, and I'm getting way low readings on every cylinder. I just did a video on the one cylinder, but I did go back and do them all. And so we pulled the head off of it. I fully expected the timing belt to be snapped. It is like perfect. It's dead on. And we started doing leak down test stuff on it, and like there was just air coming out of everywhere. The intake, the exhaust, in between cylinders. We pulled the head and bent valves, and 4 bad valve seats had to be redone. And it was extremely warped. Like, if it had been any more warped, they couldn't have saved it. So.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Wesley.
Hey, can my dad have some brownies?
Yeah, are there brownies?
Yeah, they are. They're in the fridge.
Okay. Maybe you can get me a brownie.
Alright. Seems like
I didn't get a bite of the chocolate pie at dinner.
Yeah.
So maybe I can have, just give me a little piece of brownie.
Well, I guess that seems fair.
It's definitely, the guy at the machine shop couldn't explain it other than some carbon must have got hung up in one of the valves. And it did have quite a bit of carbon on it.
Brownies served.
Well, you're going to have a knife.
I ain't going to get a knife.
Okay. And I think it's just because my wife is the substitute teacher. So she just drove it very short distances, like 5 minutes every day. And I think it just never really got up to operating temperature and built up a lot of carbon. And it must have got a chunk of carbon under a valve. So now I try to take it out once in a while and give it a good running. Yeah. If I could send a brownie through YouTube, I would send you one. There's your brownie.
Got it?
All right, I'm going to have a little piece. Homemade brownies.
You bet you didn't get the icing.
No, I can't do the 420 thing anymore. I got randoms.
No, I'm still good.
It's okay. Like, cannabis totally demotivates me to do anything anyway. I could never do that and like have a job and be productive. Condensation is hard on this. Yeah, I did change the oil in that thing quite a bit because it gets drove such short distances. I mean, I don't let it go over 3,000, but usually around 2,000, I'll drop it and change it. But my battery's about to die. I'm going to have to move to my charger. This i7 MacBook is nice, but it sucks the battery dry in no time. My i5 MacBook, the battery lasted a lot longer. All right, there we go. I got juice now. Well, I think I don't know. Back when I used to smoke it a long time ago, there was a lot of different kinds. I mean, like the sativas would act as a stimulant, but then there's like other strains that don't. I don't know. It was a long time ago. I was a lot younger. Yeah, they don't have productive jobs. And I don't know. Even when I was younger and I did that, I worked 3 jobs in college. I worked at Wendy's like 40 hours. I worked at Rally's 40 hours, flipping hamburgers and whatever they wanted me to do. And then I was a work study student part-time at the college in the computer lab. And then that'd be up to 40 cars. I'm glad you feel better, Keith. Working hard. It's good to be able to get it out. And confrontation is not always something that I personally look forward to. I'm not a good confronter, but I always feel better when I do it. Ignition module on the Cavalier. Yeah, I probably troubleshoot ignition modules a little differently than Keith does. I go to the junkyard where my friend works, and I get an ignition module, and then I go put it on and see if it's the problem. So, yep, I needed a voice for almost a year now. Wow. Has it been a year? I guess maybe it has. I guess part of the difference probably between a lot of you guys' channels and mine is, like you and Eric, especially Keith, like you're doing channels about what you actually do for a living. So, my YouTube channel, if somebody comes and makes fun of my gardening or whatever, it's not what I do for a living. It's something I do to relax from making a living. So, but I would take it a lot more personal if somebody came along and started saying that, started talking about my ability to troubleshoot networks. It'd probably be more drama there for me in that case. Well, you're the first to hear the truth. What you know, I appreciate it. Is Erico actually sending you a flashlight? So I take it OSO and MD Lee don't get along. We'll have to get the popcorn. No flashlight for foul language. Straight away. And what is that flat Earth thing? Oh. I've heard some people talking about that, and I think they actually believe the Earth is flat. I used to watch some Seven Trumpets prepper guy, and then he did a video on why he actually thought the Earth was flat, and I was like, okay, I think I'm going to unsubscribe. Spike Lee. I don't know who Spike Lee is. I don't know if that's somebody on TV or something. I don't have television, so. Chris Allen's answer perpetuates the flat Earth narrative. I guess the trolling thing's a little different for me. I mean, I've been hanging out online since before there was the internet, you know, since we had bulletin boards, and that's one of the things people used to do for fun is troll each other and be like, wow, that's a good one. Well, it is 12:30. I think I'm going to go ahead and shut this live stream down and maybe fire up the Netflix and watch a Star Trek episode and go to bed. Oh. American Expat in the Philippines is here. How's it going? How are things in the Philippines? I guess they have internet there. Yeah, Malik said he was going to have a live stream going on. I have to look up his channel. The flat earth. I'm doing good. American expat in the Philippines. Okay, there's mostly the. Well, I think I'm going to shut this down, guys. It's been great, but I'm going to go to bed. And thanks all for coming. I'll do a live stream again sometime. And yeah, I am happy with the garden this year. It's doing great. I was out there looking today. We had like the storm we had like some 50-mile-an-hour straight line winds this morning. It was like blowing my Hyundai off that interstate. But everything in the garden survived fine, and I've got some, I don't know, 4 or 5 cantaloupes set finally. So I might get some cantaloupes this year if I can outrun the cucumber spot disease. Well, thanks for coming on, Keith. We gave it a shot. Trying to work things out. You know. I saw him why. Well, all right, folks. I'll go ahead and shut this down, and I will talk to y'all later. I got to go see how to make sure this saves, and it's been real. One, two.